Hi, this is Kevin Brown with your 2 Minute Tuesday. Boy, it's a big week politically. This week will probably be the determining week as to whether or not Neil Gorsuch will go on the United States Supreme Court. Now, I've got a picture here of Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and, of course, President Donald Trump, because it's really these two men where the battle lines have been drawn about this man, Neil Gorsuch. See, he's going to be replacing the conservative who passed away, Antonin Scalia, on the Supreme Court. Now, here's what's interesting. What the Democrats want to try to do is they want to shut down Neil Gorsuch because they say that he's not mainstream. Folks, he's big time mainstream. What he's not is a progressive liberal. And see, this is what Schumer and the Democrats thought was going to happen. They actually thought that this would not be Donald Trump in this picture, it would be Hillary Clinton. And they thought that Hillary Clinton would end up being able to appoint someone that's even more liberal than who Obama tried to appoint last year. So they thought they were going to get a liberal on the court. And so they were kind of okay with the Republicans saying, no, we're going to let the next president decide it. Now, you'll never hear that in the media, but that's the truth. Because Schumer and the Democrats thought this was going to be Hillary Clinton, and this picture would not be Neil Gorsuch, but a progressive liberal who really, they don't want someone who's a judge. They want a super legislator on the bench. They want to flip the country to progressivism. So what's going to end up most likely happening this week is the nuclear option. Have you heard that? Is going to be played where the Republicans use what the Democrats put in play to actually bypass the 3/5, 60 votes that are needed to make it filibuster proof to go ahead and put him on the bench, being that it only takes 51 votes, which the Republicans have. Now think about this. This is one of the main reasons that many Americans, in fact, this American, voted for Trump, is to get this guy on the Supreme Court, because it's the Supreme Court that's actually, of the three legislative branches, running so much of the country's social positions. And because of that, this is what's making the Democrats so upset, because they lost not only the White House, they lost the Senate and the House. They thought they were going to get all three, and so they would get to put anybody in here they wanted. And now they're continuing to cry over spilled milk. And so here we are. And most likely this filibuster-proof option is going to take place, the nuclear option. By the way, the filibuster, according to good research by George Will in the Washington Post, said the filibuster is not even a part of the Constitution. Did you know that? I didn't know that. And did not come into play until 1917, 29 days before we were involved in World War I. And President Woodrow Wilson wanted to make sure that our merchant ships were armed, and they tried to filibuster it. Well, he went ahead and allowed the ships to be armed for their protection anyway. So the filibuster is not even a part of our Constitution. So who has the majority? The Republicans. They've got the White House, they've got the Senate, and they've got the House. And to allow the Democrats to come in and to thwart what the American people have said and done with the White House, the Senate, and the House would mean that nothing could ever be brought to pass by way of the majority. And that's why we have elections. And this has been your civic lesson for the week. This has been Kevin Brown with your 2 Minute Tuesday.